art is about telling the truth of who we are.
I can't imagine life without art.
If it starts in the streets, it will grow.
Why should we have a place like that? Because if we don't have a place like that, there won't be a place for young artists to show their work. And they'll get discouraged and they'll all move to Houston.
Well, I have worked a long time and I've traveled a lot, and I've given a lot of talks at several states and colleges and museums and in Europe as well, and I keep coming back to this, that the best art, and this sounds really goofy because no one really thinks of this in this terms, but the best artists I know really live in Texas and or they are from here originally. It's just that artists here make good work.
This community is a city with a soul because of the art. It is not a city with a soul because of the commerce, because of the insurance, because of the banking. It is not a city with a soul because of football or because of sports. It's a city with a soul because of the art that is created here and that is in the process of continual creation.
The Texas scene, the Texas ideas, many of the things that are going on in Texas today are first experienced in the Contemporary.
The artists are there. They're not just putting their works up for one show and then disappearing. You see them back there again and again, bringing their friends, bringing their students, bringing their family, and you have an opportunity to actually get to know these people, and after I've left the door, I get to go to these people's homes and their studios and get to see even more.
Right now, somewhere, somebody is thinking up the 21st century, and that's happening in an artist's studio. And there's absolutely no reason why it couldn't and shouldn't be happening in Dallas.
We have so many really good artists here in Texas, and that we have an institution like the Contemporary that can, make this connection between the old Dallas Museum, or the collection that we all grew up looking at, and then this group of artists is quite an extraordinary idea.
Culture starts in the street. Culture starts in places like Deep Ellum. Culture starts in artist studios. This thing has an enormous multiplier effect if it's nurtured, if it's encouraged. That's what this institution excels at.
Giving an artist a place to show, a place to connect, a place to have other artists and other viewers and people see your work, exchange ideas. This is absolutely imperative for the growth of the artist and for the growth of the community.
It's not as much important for me to have a place to show as it is for me to see other artists show, to see my peers exhibited, and to be conscious of what's going on in the rest of the state, brought to Dallas.
Especially at the Legend Awards, when I looked down and there was, I don't know how many people there, 300 to 500, and I realized these are all the people in Dallas that care about art, and we're all kind of under one roof tonight. And that was that sense of community, that sense of that art is very long and life is very short, and all of us were there together caring about art, realizing that it's more important than a lot of other things that we do. It's what we've all kind of based our lives on.
The more you expose yourself to it, the more exciting it becomes. And there are all these wonderful people who are involved with contemporary art here in Dallas and in Texas and in the country. And all of a sudden you're a part of that community. And it's one of the most exciting, wonderful communities I can think of.
just come to one opening. Bring some of your friends, people who don't know anything about art, whether they want to know something about art or they don't want to know anything about art. I think if you bring them down one time, then they will want to experience art more and more and more.
Come and see, come and experience what is here. And finally, join. As you support the museum, you support the artist. And as you support the artist, you support the ongoing of civilization. And for that, we are all grateful.